No, it's the contextual ICT team. We were in charge to, according to Erke's idea, to develop an application using mobile and sensors in case of ICT 4D. So after some other members were added in this team, like Shahram, also Ugo from UK, and their idea was to write a draft about sensors and from an original paper. So we decided to choose a research paper related to an existing project in Senegal and how to applicate sensors in that case. So before going through this project and our proposition, we start to define what does it mean a wireless sensor network and why we decided to use this kind of technology in case of ICT4D.
Yeah, so what we was doing that first we were thinking that we can go directly to the architecture design of the sensor network. Then we come out that we don't have enough time to do that, to go to the technical part and many issue which is not solved already. So we decided to see the sensor network in the concept of ICT4D. And nowadays, I think from maybe 10 or 20 years ago, this sensor network and the usability of it becomes so popular in all of the world. Like in this picture, as you can see, they are proposing to have a everywhere sensor in any land, anywhere, in the mountain or whatever, to collect the information from their physical life and send it to the virtual life. So that was also we was thinking, so how we can use this one in the developing country. Then we decided, okay, let's make a bit of the presentation about some little of information to make people familiar with the topic of sensor network.
So also we can say that why it is appropriate for developing countries is because this technology is cheap, it's not expensive. So we can deploy from 100 or to 1,000 devices in an area.
And in the contract with another technology, for sensor network, actually you don't need so much infrastructure because already it's designed by itself. So sensor by itself can communicate with another sensor or another tool. So you don't need to put, I don't know, such a big cable on the ground, or you don't need to have a very, I don't know, some satellite or something around. You can implement very simple project in such a small area or very big area just with the sensor by itself. And the architecture of this sensor network, it is a ad hoc architecture, which means that every sensor will communicate with each other. As you can see in this shape, the A to B. So the sensor A will communicate to sensor B and
And why, just to remind that the sensor technology is not new, but the wireless sensor network is a new technology. Because why, in the past we had a classical sensor technology, but just try to imagine if we deploy 1,000 devices and we put cables between them, it should be really complicated and the complexity will be really difficult.
Yes.
To do. And now we have this wireless technology starting from the ad hoc, and how to applicate this wireless existing technology to sensor technology. It's the new challenge now. That's why we talk about wireless sensor network. And here we have the sensor field with some sensors, and we have this sync. The sync usually is not a sensor, but a computer, and a powerful computer who is in charge to route the data collected by the devices back to the server, who is perhaps here in the city or somewhere where the researchers can use the data and doing some analyzing or something like that. Okay. Instead of going to the technical stuff, we can just talk about the application of sensors and what can we use in case of ICT for tech. Here you can see we can use sensors to check the humidity or the temperature or the pressure measurement and everything. Yeah.
And this is something that it just came to our mind very fast, but I don't know, if you think about your area, maybe you can find something in your mind that you need to measure, and you need to bring it in the virtual life, you need to bring it in the computer to process. And probably with that 100 characteristic, which I found in one paper they wrote, should be your things coming also in that area. If not, there is an open sensor layer which you can actually implement your idea in the sensor. So maybe if you're really thinking something you need to measure, you can do it by yourself or give it to some engineer to do it. So this is also one idea in this study. We were thinking that maybe no people can think about it, that what do you need to measure? Is it always humidity or pressure or smoke or light, or you need something else? But the main thing is ICT 4D. So how we can use this technology in the ICT 4D? I don't know, does someone have any idea about it? We were thinking maybe we can maybe discuss also. Like if none of you don't have any idea now how you can use this technology, we introduced very briefly in the developing country. Any idea?
Yeah.
No idea. Yeah, so we will continue by ourselves. Still no one have idea about it.
Yeah. So in developing countries, usually we need to solve some problem about, for example, the water quality in pools, and also for this animal tracking, and also for the forest fire detection or the food detection and other animal. But yeah.
So the one very easy example is just this. You need to monitor. Even in developed countries, same. You need to monitor some physical phenomena. This is the best way that you can use a sensor network in the project, without any complicated things, just monitoring. So water quality, you need to monitor water quality in some area, or you need to detect a fire, or just report it. So actually in this topic that we are taking, we just consider sensor network not for such a smart system, just for the report. Because many times we have a problem to just report that, oh, there is some fire coming there, or I don't know, the water is not anymore good, just let to know people. And how you can say it to people? Very easily with some SMS or something. But first you need to know the water is not anymore there good. So this is the main idea of this presentation also.
So we choose one paper related to a project in Senegal. You can see the map of Senegal, and the problem is we have the sea in the west of Senegal, and in the eastern part of the country, usually it's due to the problem of the rain. Usually it's what we call the sub-Saharan Africa. We have this problem of rain. So the problem is how to manage how to optimize the mobility, pastoral mobility of breeders. So in one part here, this project was in one part here, where breeders have